Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. What year is it? Dear God. This is a bucket. Dear God. Yeah. Hey, look, a train. What's up, guys? This is Heis. I checked Steam, and it has literally been 2 months to the day that I'm recording this, December 13th to February 13th, that I've played, since I played Derail Valley last. Derail Valley last. Oh wow, I can press F. Oh, that's right, I have Extendo Teleporto. It's like the thing longer. Yes, excellent. What were we do? What do? Who am I? Where are we? What railroad is this? God. We came back here because somebody thought the SO60 was here, right? Am I crazy? Does that sound correct to you? Oh. Yeah, that seems right to me. That sound right to anyone else? We got him. Okay, how many dollary dues do we have? We've got $495,000. We are doing good on the dollary dues, so we'll just pay the re-rail fee to bring it over to us. Well, can we? Oh, these cars are not in a very convenient place. Is this job actually done? Like, is this a track that cars can be? What if I don't want it? Okay, whatever. We'll re-rail him in a second. We'll get our train out of the way. We're gonna deadhead all the garbage to the museum today. I think that's the move, and we'll figure it out from there. How's my train? Oh my God, it's so bright in here. It doesn't have any pressure, and it doesn't really have any water either. Well, that's not ideal. Let's put coal in the hole. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. All right. Get this thing a blow, and woo, woo, woo. Mars light. It's doing the dance. Goofy, fun. Anyway, what else do we check on this thing? Oil? Is there oil? You don't know. We spin the lubricator, and it do a spin, and the whoop dump is turned on. Okay. Well, I think we can move this. At least far enough to get the other thing out of the way. Pull the go stick. What are you mad about? Brakes? I don't know what it's mad about in terms of brakes. Something. Anyway, is your throttle shut? I'm just gonna be pissy. I see how it is. Right. Hey, Ringo. Which way does this go? Can we get out over here? No. No, we cannot. Okay, so we have to come out the throat of the yard and then go out that way. We're gonna save 15% on our car insurance by choosing the ES&D. Not that you want to. Anyway, we're gonna go out the throat of the. Shut up. What? Who of you is mad and why? It's probably. Are we not making main res? No, we're making main res. Is red my brake cylinder? Yes, it is. Oh, guys, it hurts to be this stupid. Excuse me. That's fine. You cut the stand in, you ding dong. To be fair, well, I guess I don't know. We've firmly learned at this point that these are European air brakes, and they don't work the same as my American air brakes. I'm pretty sure that if you cut out the stand in A1 or 6ET, that your independent still functions. Actually, like in almost every American brake schedule that I can think of, I'm pretty sure that is still the case. But that's all right. who knows how these wacky European brakes are. And they're probably correct because, you know, these alt future people. Their future may be alternative, but their trains are very realistic. Poot, poot, poot. All right. And now we go over here. And then we go over there. And then we get our friend. And then it's going to be a great old time. And then we're going to go down to the city. Because remember, we're up here at the CP coal plant. Coal-fired power plant. We're going to pick up the 060. Then we got to pick up the 282. And then we got to run to the CS. Gee, anyone see an 060 around here? Oh, Jesus. Jesus. That's not the one I want. I wanted that one. That one works. What's up? You come here often? That is a crusty, crusty choo-choo. Crusty jugglers. If we don't come down hard on these clones, we're going to be up to our balls as jugglers. Dog muck. Dog. Every now and again, it feels like my voice actually somewhat works, and when it does, and it's a little deeper, dog muck. It feels good. Gonna enjoy this while I can. Let's see. There's Phil. Look at that. Tow it home. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Beep. Yes. Go. Begin. Commence. Start moving. Mr. Schaefer is winning the race because he's nearest to the door. Oops. Bang. Who leaves the cylinders full of water? And who leaves an engine like this? Can you put a fire in it? Can we intrusive thoughts? 0%. Probably can't, but I mean, like, what if we did? Can we shoddy restoration outfit? Can we shoddy this restoration? It doesn't have any water in it. That is the injector, right? Probably doesn't have any water in the tanks. Well, I've heard allegedly boilers don't need water. Standard practice, you know. Not put water in, put a fire in it. Right? Like that's the thing to do. Look at that light bulb. It's got filament modeled. What? Oh, it doesn't have any coal. You're making it very hard to blow up this locomotive. I probably shouldn't. How do you like them? Look at that. The sun rises. This is when, before we leave the power plant, I'm going to sneak up just the cutest little bit, just so that I can get the 060 in the sunlight for the thumbnail, maybe. Shrug. Those cylinder cocks are open. You should be fine. Man, we almost parked it rods down, too. Almost. Yeah. If cylinder cocks are open, you should not be mad about having water in you. Side note, you probably shouldn't have water in you either. Can I oil you? You should probably at least do the smart kid thing and put some oil in the stuff. Oil goes in the hole. Why is the choo-choo bouncing? Is it so broken it won't take oil? Or is my game glitching? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's taking any. It's a bummer. This is like, of the considerations to actually tow a dead locomotive, you know, you definitely actually oil the rods. But I think the choo-choo's just dead, or my game's being weird. Yeah, I once, many moons ago, coming up on 9 years ago, time's fake, got got the 493 ready to move from Silverton to Durango via rail. I don't think any oil is going in, but in the event that some is, I'm going to keep topping it all up. It had sat up in Silverton by itself for like, I don't know, probably 20 years, I think. They brought it up sometime in the early, I guess it was more like 15 years. They brought it up sometime in the early 2000s and put it on display in Silverton proper. Probably just to get it out of the way of the yard in Durango, honestly. Who's mad about brakes now? Why? Oh, you probably have a handbrake. Valid. Fair. Anyway. How do we get out of this place? These new industries are confusing, man. She had sat there in Silverton for about 15 years, and before that, she hadn't run since 1967, if I'm remembering my history properly. The last freight run on the Rio Grande over the general system was in 1968, and the railroad folded in 1970. And her sister 498 pulled the final train over Coombrace and the final freight. And of course, her cousin engines, the K27s, would then... I'm going to try and mute when I'm being phlegmy, I'm sorry. Her cousins, the K28s, would continue running out of Durango up to Silverton for the railroad until 1980. But, oh, I have a button for this. Whatever. Here we are. I'm monologuing. But 93 was one of the last of the Ks to run in 1967. 91 was one of the first ones parked in 1963 because she was out of time, but that's all right. Are we going out of this the right way? I guess we can just back down and wire and train it at City of Southwest anyway. I guess it's just City West now, isn't it? Yeah, City West. So, on the CW. Isn't that some TV network? People watch TV. I don't watch TV. Anyway. There we go. We can... Oh. Get off the hill, please. Okay. We just got out of the coal plant. We're gonna get some water when we get to City West. Does that sound good? Because the injector's wide open. Oh, I hear it. We're just gonna get rid of this real fast. Seems wise, right? The crinklies. The crown sheet is squishy, and we don't like that. We uncovered it coming down the hill. That was a steep hill, but luckily we're facing the right way now. And we're less than 600 degrees Celsius, which is what Zybok told me they programmed as the explosion threshold temperature. Which actually, by my studies for the boiler explosion video I did, that's actually pretty on the money, 600 Celsius. Anyway.
Hydration. Yes.
Hi, welcome to ADHD. How may I help you? I just reminded myself of one of my favorite professors in college. I had this chemistry teacher, Dr. Falconer. Probably shouldn't use her real name, but whatever. She was awesome. Chem 2 at Mines. But she had the most high-pitched voice. And she was presenting in a huge room without a microphone, so I get it. She was doing the thing, you know? So she was projecting as best she could, and that meant being very high-pitched. But slowly, over the course of her lecture, the pitch of her voice would get lower and lower and lower, and then she'd have a sip of her Diet Dr. Shasta. I think it was Doc Shasta. She didn't have Dr. Pepper. It was an off-brand Dr. Pepper. And she'd have a sip of that, and then she would be like right back up at full pitch again. And I just reminded myself of that by
Having a sip of water and going back to Johnny Cash.
anyway. That's at least 2 ADHDs off topic. So you're welcome. Welcome to the swirl that is my brain. 93. Choo choo stored at Silverton. Right. Yes. Anyway, there was a potential that 93 was going to come run at the museum for a time. The deal didn't work out, and it honestly, having looked at the paperwork since, I didn't know then, but I know now, it didn't make sense really for either org. So I'm happy that she didn't end up coming to the museum, although it would have been very fun to have 2 Queen Marys to sail in our singular little bathtub. But anyway, we did the assessment on it, and we got it prepped to move to Durango to do more of the assessment as the museum, because we thought, hey, we're gonna get this engine, blah blah blah, whatever, right? So so we spent a week. Well, I mean, it was like 4 or 5 days in the lying down in the snow and the garbage in Silverton, taking all the rods off. And so I was talking about oiling. We just took all the rods off because we knew that they needed replaced or a lot of running gear work anyway, so it didn't matter to have them on. Although going across the valley at 25 mile an hour, 93 decided she liked to bounce because she was a little unbalanced anymore. So, oops. But anyway, that was one of the many things that you had to do to prep to move the dead engine. The other big task, really, other than getting all the rods off and starting to look at crank pins and such. Also, we didn't. Well, I guess the other reason is you had to disconnect the main anyways. You didn't want the pistons and the valve gear moving either, right? So we had to make sure the combination lever was. I have a camera for this now. I forgot about this. The combination lever. This guy that's doing the forward-backward dance up here. I love the lubricator doing the dance. Anyway, I had to take the combination lever and the union link off, and they're all the rest rods, so that none of the junk up here was moving back and forth, because there's no way to guarantee that it was going to be oiled properly at that while running, because these sorts of locomotives that use mechanical lubrication are less reliant on the steam being there than a hydrostatic lubricator is, by the cutest wee little bit. But in order to lubricate like the top surfaces and the valves and the cylinders, you're really relying on the steam being there to jet things around and all that. So without that, oh crap, that switch needs to be lined the other way. I'm staring at the next switch being like, yay, we're lined up. Oh, anyway. You really... Oh, hey, look, we already put the steam engine on the tracks. Look at us being smart. Hooray! We're going to go get some water in this thing first. And then we'll be right with you. And we'll get our dead consist of dead steam trains over to the roundhouse. Toot, 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 toot. Watch out, Mr. Kitty, wherever you are.
No, you need to buy more lemon pledge. You buy. Mr. Peter, no here.
Anyway, Consuela aside, you have to have some steam to kind of atomize the oil and make sure it coats all the other surfaces. Otherwise, even if you're running on air, or if you're just letting the choo-choo idle, basically, you're not guaranteeing that you're oiling everything. And so there's no guarantee of that with a dead engine. So we disconnected everything, and who knows if the rings were any good anyway. If the rings and stuff wore out, I mean, you wouldn't want to drag the choo-choo 45 miles and make the bores worse, The cylinder saddle's kind of the crux of any steam engine when you're talking about a resto or should we restore it. Boiler is a big deal. Everyone talks about boilers, but really the cylinders are the critical piece. You could make new ones. It's been done. It's just
absurdly expensive. So that's the crux. If you don't have a good set of cylinders, or if your bores are just totally trashed, there are ways around it, but that's really the thing that's gonna throw you for a loop the worst. Oh, that's the running gear being, or the reverser being in the wrong direction. That's what that sound is with travel. Stop it! Stop it! It's like I'm switching with 491 right now. Jesus Christ. Brakes! Oh my god. It's probably nowhere near close. Not at all. But we can center up the reverse here. Make it shut up. Which, honest to God, leaving the gear either way would be fine for towing a dead engine. You'd want, if am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong. No, I'm not. Okay. If you had the gear either direction, honestly, if your rods were hooked up, as long as you're moving and you're moving the full motion, you'd get more even wear that way. So you'd want full gear one way or another, really, if you're towing the thing dead, basically. If your rods were hooked up like they are in the game. But anyway, doesn't really matter in the video game. But anyway, things that we did to 493. Lots of things. Let's see. Left alt. Scrolly. If you could stop slowly creeping, you butthole. Anyway. Fill it with water. Liquid water. Thank God the children were here to see that. Not only was it authentic frontier gibberish. Have my wallet. Anyway. Water. 14 feet above the keel in 15 minutes. Yeah, 14... Water. 14 feet below the side glass in 15 minutes. She's made of iron, sir. She can and she will. Anyway, blowing up steam locomotives aside, we're going to sit here and let this fill. And when we're confident that we have some amount of water in the glass, which there's some, we will light a fire back up and we'll get this boiler nice and full and we'll fill the tender again. So that we don't deal with this anymore. Anyway, dropping the binders. Binders, that's where we're going. That was the crappy thing to do. Because you're, normally you're in a pit, and the binders are 1-800 really, really, really effing heavy. And they're underneath the frame. I don't think, they probably don't have them modeled on this guy, if I had to guess. No, well... I don't know how this kind of choo-choo do specifically, but they don't really have... For purposes of argument, this bottom steel block that's in the center of the screen that's holding together the pedestal, which is where the driver box rides. Wow, there is no mechanical detail in this model. Inside, there's no driving boxes. These axles are clunking around. No wonder we derail all the time. Anyway, I'm aware that I believe they want to do some updates to this. It's not like you can see that crap anyway, unless you're a detail-oriented butthole named Heiss. But anyway, I've had my blower open this whole time. That's fine. Anyway, yeah, those binders, they're not just a single strap, usually, that's on the side of the pedestal. They actually hold the pedestals together with wedged tapers so that, you don't splay them open and cause the wheels to have more slack. But in order to inspect the axles and the journals and make sure that everything was good and we weren't gonna scrap an axle by dragging the thing down, we had to drop the binders and inspect them and make sure they were lubricated. So that was a whole thing. And that was one of the lucky things about the engine being outside frame. The wheels weren't in the way. The counterweights were, of course, the big scallopy boys, but the wheels weren't in the way, of course, which made it possible to do versus, that would have really sucked if we had a inside frame steam engine like this. Okay. So we back up there, go over there, we grab the blue boy, and then we'll have 2 choo-chins. Look at them. How long do you think it's been since they've seen each other? Rust bucket A, rust bucket B.
Dear God.
Anyway, so I really can't recommend having drop binders in the snow outside. Although, when you and your friends are morons and you just quote Monty Python the entire time and annoy everyone else's existence, it is quite fun. I will say that in the moment. My buddy Norm and I were lying in the dirt, giggling and quoting Monty Python, the entire time, and people got quite tired of us. Anyway, that was a good time. But getting a dead engine, look at it, we've put another half of a tender in this bloody thing. And turns out boiler holds a lot of water. Who would have thought that? It was a lot of work. Long story short, long story long. A lot of work, a lot of stuff to look into. But making sure the journals were good, taking the rods off, stringing along a pass-by hose because none of the brake plumbing was any good. So we had to string a hose across the engine and tender and to keep it mid-train so that there's braking on either side of it so it had separation protection. And we put a dump valve on that hosed line that we put in the cab so that somebody could dump it just in case. And I unfortunately, I forever will regret that I didn't get to ride. I had finals coming up or something. I was doing this thing called collage, I think, university for those of you playing at home. And I had already skipped about a week of school to go out and do this thing. And, I had to go back, so I didn't get to ride when they towed it from Silverton to Durango, but I did all the work. Well, not all the work. I was one of 6 people pretty much, I think. So, good team effort, except for he who must not be named, who we don't like anyways. But anyways, I digress. It's a lot of fun getting that thing moved and all that. But yeah, they had to use the dump a couple times apparently because she got a little squirrely at speed in the valley, and there was a fine balance of we need to get the train home, but also we need to go slow so that the choo-choo doesn't literally bounce up and down. So they were able to remedy any problems if they arose. But and of course 93 is now in service at the Durango and Silverton, and I got to ride behind her finally. So that was pretty cool. It's like, hey, I helped on that choo-choo a lot back in the day. Did a lot of assessments and stuff in Durango. I spent most of a week in our firebox. UT'd the whole thing and did the external UT and pulled the throttle out. Did the first internal inspection of her boiler since the Grand had it. That was pretty cool. It was unfair. Talk about stupid differences between sibling locomotives. 491's throttle is God's worst maintenance problem because the throttle is the size of the dome, basically. You take the lid off, and I am not exaggerating when I say I can only get one arm around it between the opening and the throttle valve itself. And I can get one arm in to my elbow, and then I get stuck. When Brett started volunteering at the museum, when he was, God, the rules were different and things and stuff. And he was 18, wink. Anyways, he wasn't quite the 6'7" giant that he is. He was only like a 6'2" or 6'3" giant, and quite more of a stick, being young and not having gotten a desk job yet. It comes for us all. Anyway, we saw Brett walking and we're like, look, a throttle removal tool. It's lanky and it's long. Yay! Now this is about to be the dumbest consist we've had in this game in a long time. That's fine. Good dunk. Get that tied in. Get that tied in. And I guess we can toss some oil in this. I don't know if that matters, but we can do it again. We'll shut all the dampers. Shut them. So it shuts this thing up maybe a little bit, and put a little water in it while we're here. Got it choked full now, thankfully, but Look at that. We found him. And, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. Oh God, what did I do? I'm sorry. That popped into my head, and now that song's gonna be stuck in my head for the next week. So I figure that you know, I better be the one to get it stuck in all your heads too. Anyway, wow, this thing is crusty. Crusty, look at that. I've got a nice yard on the whole cab. Look at that. Icky, icky, icky patangs, boy. Wow, the ADHD really is in full force today. What am I in here for? Oh, oil, right. Oh, do we spin the lube?
Spin the lube.
Is that doing anything? I don't know if that's doing anything. You know, the funny thing is that, you know, it's like all crusty everywhere, and of course, but like, oh yeah, but the clean lubricator's like glass. That's handy. Anyways, we'll dump some oil in these pups, and then we'll get on our way. And maybe I should investigate why the pump is still just going doot doot very crazy up there. But anyway. Yeah, I don't think it's taking any oil, but, you know, it doesn't hurt. Should probably check the oil on my locomotive as well. All right, we've got oil added.
Takes 10 to be a 30.
Mm-hmm. And we'll get this side done. We'll go check ours, and then we'll get out of here. What else did we do to 93? I'm trying to think. A lot of assessing. We've got a billion pictures of it. Did some math on it. One of the patches it used to have. I don't know if Durango removed the patch or not. Boilers are boilers underneath the jacket are like a giant pair of pants, except instead of stitched seams, they are you know. You're just not going to shut up, are you, Mr. Air Compressor? Anyway, a giant pair of pants, and the seams are the rivet seams instead of, you know, like a little whatever else. Oh God, is my injector still on? Well, it's fine. It's just got a lot of water in it. Anyway, a little bit more oil. Why did it have 80,000 tons of oil on it? So the allegation that these tankers are just built to carry out as much oil as possible and as cheaply as possible. So, it's ridiculous. I was thinking more about the other ones. The ones the front doesn't fall off at all. Hi, ball. Let's hope the front doesn't fall off. Here we go. Off we go. Where the hell is this consist going? To City South. We want to get that switch swapped. There we go. Alright. Look at that. Goofy consist. Oh, that's still probably got a handbrake on. I was like, why is that being noisy? Now I'll shut that down for a second. We'll go running across the top of the train, which is very advisable when it's steam locomotives. Yeah, shut up.
I'll drag your bleeding head along.
Name that video game. Anyway, where are we going? City South. How do we want to get there? I guess going right at the second junction and going across that new little piece and then going through Coal Mine South. So this little route here. Sound good? Sound good. Okay, so we have a map for this now, right? So we want to be aligned right there. We want to aligned left there. Right, right, right. Left, left. Should be set up, and we can confirm when we get there. Get to the switching. All right. All right, now, I mean, man, I want my voice to come back. I'm sure it's annoying as hell for you guys to listen to it.
Hello.
Yes, it's that time of year. Apparently everyone's sick. But I've been missing out on vocal lessons, man. It's been a bummer. I think we can go this fast. Seems fine. I like watching the Mars light do the dance. What do they call it, a Mars light? That's a 5 to the right. That should be fine. Wait, now we're doing about 50. Just let it roll.
Let it roll, baby, roll.
And then next switch is line left, which is good. Yeah, cool. Oh, I'm wearing a fun t-shirt today. In case you hadn't seen, there is new merchandise on the Heist store. Fun fact, shill. Leighton Moreland requests that I shill. Actually, he hasn't yet. I'm kind of surprised, but oh, that was sliding wheels. It's fine. But we have to go 30 through here. So you know, for 4 femtoseconds, and now we're doing 90. So high the ball, throttle meet ceiling. Maybe. Come on, sand. Oh, didn't we run this thing out of sand yesterday? Yes, we did. A couple months ago, you know. Is there sand? You don't know. I hate sand. Anyway, new merch. Yeah, check it out. There's a new run of boxcars in a fun new scheme. It's a play on the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy's Everywhere West Burlington route scheme. And it says Kenosha route instead of Burlington route. And the Everything Everywhere West is replaced with Everything's Worse. We think we're really funny here at Heist Trains. Anyways, links in the description, as always, if you want to check it out. And if you are an international type human, a human that is not inside the United States of America, probably international shipping works. I don't think we've tested every single country, because there are many. And some of them, it's been the biggest chore of all time to get all that, and then like tax compliance and import export. It's not as easy as just shipping one person one thing when you know we're trying to do what we do. So apologies on the delay, but international folks, yeah, the merch is available. So there's all manner of fun things, and every every little bit of that goes to supporting you know, the madness that we do here, whether it be Leighton Moreland himself, because he manages all that stuff for me because he is the best, or whether it be all the YouTube things and stuff and words. As I always say, camera gear is not cheap, and I like making actual videos, not just train game stuff too. Can we keep this thing rolling without slipping? Not that much. Okay. So we can keep it at about, we can't go up to 9 bar in the chest. This is not like tonnage by any means, but it is, this is a steep hill, and, you know, our engine has no sand, and it's, you know, we're hauling 2 dead steam engines, so it is a fair bit, I suppose. Come on, choo-choo. Got plenty of pressure. I don't want to have to, like, deal with stupidity. I also don't want to run out of coal. Alright, there's a little bit more beans. Wee bit more beans. How about some more beans there, Mr. Dagger? Got new alignments. We've run across this once, at least. Probably did last episode. It's only been 2 months. I'm pretty sure we ran across this last episode, if not the one before. Look at all this foliage. As it do the do. This way you do. And look at this choo-choo doing the wibbly wobbly. Wibbly wobbly boo. That's neat, watching it do the dance. Those middle 2 drivers blind on this thing? Looks like they are. It's cool. I didn't notice that before. I didn't notice that. What you fell over for? Anyway. Oh god, do we fit under that? That is 1-800 low bridge. I mean, there's clearance, but that's fine. Alright, well, we almost there. That's a 6. What are we doing? That's a shovel, not a speedo. We're doing 5. Not 6. That's fine. Switch. Oh, yeah, which way is switch? Switch right. Right, switch right. Lined over. And, yeah. Cool. Cool. Stuff. Things. Radio tower. Hello.
Down on the sand and toad.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, generally not much of a bass in terms of vocal anything. Actually don't know properly what my vocal range is, but it's definitely more in the tenor land of the world than the bass land. So, like, normally, I can always tell, like, oh, I'm getting sick. I can sing Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash and actually, like, hit the notes. If I can do that, that means I'm sick. So my normal lowest pitch is, like, the A above that low F. That song's in F, and it goes down
on the sand and toad.
and I can't even, I mean, I'm, like, to get there anyways. Not that I can speak anyway right now, but normally my voice does not go that low whatsoever. But here we are. Rock you like a hurricane. Anyway. Ah! You ever take a sign to your face? It hurts. Okay. I have no idea how we're lined through the coal mine. It's probably all kinds of goofed up because we were here recently. The whistle agrees.
Agreed.
I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request.
Means no.
The code is more of what you call guidelines than actual rules.
And by the code, I mean the speed signs. Speed board. That means make the wheels do the speed, right? Just the wheels. That was a different speed. I don't know what that was. It was probably 50. In which case, we're doomed. What is it, 50? But what, I mean, it just means we're going through a yard. I ain't gonna do yard speed. I'm gonna highball. God, this thing does quite the bob and roll and dip and weave, doesn't it?
The numbers, what do they mean?
Squeeze a little water. Put some coal in the hole. Beans. 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 Oh, there it is. I was like, I gotta see that soon. We're lined to the right, and I have no idea if we want to be lined to the right. Well, either way, it's a 3 or a 4, so... Oh, shut up. Well, I guess we're gonna go to the right. This is gonna put us into the B yard. Oh, crap. Well... How about we go left? How about we go left again? Oh god, all these tracks are full! Well, how about we show this steam engine who's boss, I guess. It's fine. I'm back on. Oh crap, that's right there. Hi! Hello! How are you doing? Ouch. Perfection. I didn't like those cylinders anyway, or those brakes, or those wheels, or those anythings. I didn't like those wheels. Yes, run and scream.
Get out of me way.
Did we knock a light off? We absolutely knocked a light off.
Oh, they're gonna have to tape you back together with tape.
It's fine. Oh. You are annoying. We hit you again, and you knocked my light bar off again. I didn't even get the tape out. Shut up. It's like, I don't want to shove another engine. Complaining choo-choos. Alright, this consist just officially got stupider. Solder. Do we have our soldering gun? We don't have our soldering gun. Well, that's not very nice now, is it? Could you not do that? Shut up. Cooperate. You're in my way. I didn't know how to navigate through this railroad, so I, you know, path of least resistance. Without going backwards, of course. Well, this engine's gonna be ruined. Poor, is that the 2? 002. We hardly knew you. Get out of my way. Man, I hate it when there's traffic on the 5. What does this consist? 3 dead steam engines. One soon to be. And, yeah, when can we kick this thing? There's a junction coming up. Yeah, when we see our little indicator light up here. Oh, yep, there it is. Still a ways out. We're gonna try and get this properly swapped. The challenge is with seeing the button. Oh, I guess I can left alt mode. Yeah! Who's your boss now, bud? ES&D, pal. Go away. I'm so shocked that just worked that easy. It's not supposed to work that easily. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, speaking of it's fine, I don't know if they're on the store yet, but we do have shot glasses that are matched sets that say it's fine and it depends. Drink responsibly, please. You know, unlike me, it's fine. Details. And, yeah, they'll be soon if they're not already on the store. Okay, 1.1 down. Let's take a wee set on our train here. And how's them apples? That's pretty good. Is this new railway for us? No, we've run around this before. Wow, that steam engine's rolling quite far. It's all the way right there. Perks of decreasing the difficulty a little bit. Yeah, so we just gotta wind this thing down into CS.
Counter-Strike Source.
I guess that's CSS, but anyway.
Terrorists win.
Oh, it's gonna do the thing. Oh, yeah. Right. Shut that. Hello, I've been burned. How'd I get burned? How'd I get burned? How'd I get burned? Swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy who says shenanigans. Hey, Farva. We're, this might be an all-time record for random movie quotes for literally no reason.
How do you like them apples? How'd you like it if someone came along and picked something up with you?
Thwap. Been branched. How much further do we have to go? You've got like another 2 kilometers of me being stupid. Well, more like 3. This time, today.
live on YouTube.
Okay, let's see.
That's a pretty river.
Even if it's kind of foggy out. Sergeant Angel, someone from London called for you.
I'll tell him I'll bring him back.
Anyway. Conflating quotes there. Anyone else one of the kinds of people that get annoyed when somebody quotes one of your favorite movies and they quote the quote wrong? Everyone laughs and you're like, no, the quote's not right. Or is that just me? It's painful. And I just did that. Hi, Pot. I'm Kettle. How are you? do as I say, not as I do. What's the word? It's fine. Anyway, I think we'll look into the restoration side of things next time. I'm looking at my clock. I've got to go and go to the museum, my museum, not the one in Deer Valley, and film some stuff about train stuff. It's actually kind of cool. We're doing a restoration that I'll be talking about this weekend. Not specifically. I mean, I'm trying not to be like totally talking about like, hey, here's a museum update or anything. Like, I'm not trying to steal the museum's thunder by any means. But I do think what we've discovered about Choo Choo that we're working on is kind of neat, and I want to share. I think that the story of what we found is neat. So it's gonna be kind of like an archaeological thing because you kind of learn. It's a wood passenger car, and you kind of learn all manner of neat thing when you start tearing into it, and we've learned all sorts of like little neat stuff that we would not have figured out otherwise just by doing the restoration on the car. So it's like, oh, that is like that because of this. Interesting. There's a whole little story that the wood and the nail holes will tell you as you look through them. So it's neat, but I gotta go shoot that, and I want to shoot that before the end of the day because I want to be there, just for a wee little bit and get the video shot and done. But I want to do it at the end of the day, when people aren't working and stuff. So, because audio, it's usually enjoyable. Let me know in the comments down below. Is it enjoyable when you can hear what's going on in a video? Seems reasonable to me. Should have gone on the other track, I guess. Oh, I guess there was a crossover there. The yards are interesting. Almost there, old girl. Almost there, and then we can put more coal in your hole. The hole that the coal comes from. The hand that feeds. The one you bite. Right? Yeah. I guess it wouldn't have made much of a practical difference had I taken that other track. Alright, set him up. Shh. It's important to sit in the seat and make the choo-choo noises. And boop. And are we lined back into the museum? Stop. Stop! No! I'm on the science team! Anyway. Not movies. Obscure game? Well, I guess not really obscure. Old game quotes now. Alright. Get this thing moved over. And then how do we... I guess... Yeah, we've got quite a long choo-choo to get these guys kicked into their stalls proper. So I guess we'll have to figure that out. Figure it out. Poot poot. Alright. Look at those jagged rocks. The rocks! Sir, it's a miracle she missed them! I've already quoted that movie today. It's just bonus points. Anyway. Back this thing up. Oh, that's cute. I didn't realize that. They've got a little oil cup on the packing gland for the throttle. It's fun. You know, just in case your throttle's being hard to tug. Does happen. Not every throttle I've ever seen has that, but some of them do. Neat. I like details. I like details. Anyway. Skadoosh. There you go. Adding the movie tally. Pew. We just de-hose these boys. Hose them down. Put the spurs to her, Chuck. Got any beamings? Why don't you stay? Alright. S060 goes there. S282 goes there. Okay. So do we just kick? I think we just kick. Say the line, Brett. Saying the line. Kicking. I want to do some kicking. Oh god. Lag festival. Alright. So we kick it, and then it's got to go on that track. So we got to line it up right here, right? Okay, go. Go, 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 go. Oh. Oh no. Turntable bug. No. Oh. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
What are they selling? They're selling chocolate. Hey, Ma!
Is your mother home? Order the missing parts. We'll do that in a sec. Oh, we probably... Oh, we were supposed to go to the machine factory, weren't we? For the other one. Well, we don't care about diesels. You know how this works. Second verse, same as the first. Oh man, if I don't remember to fake out Kenosha, you guys, with that one, I am not doing my job. Anyway, kicking, and the page. Oh, why did you derail for? Bad, naughty, wicked, bad zoot. How dare he? Okay, well, I guess we will. We'll just pay the $10,000 and put it in install. Well, I guess however much. Kapow! Look at that. Look at that thumbnail fodder right there. Trains in and around. Oh, I fell in the pit. Look at that thumbnail fodder. Life's hard. Anyway. A museum's office is a container. This hurts me on a personal level. $45,000. Holy crap. Pew. A boiler for the 060 and a running gear for the other guy. Cool. Bring the missing parts. Take the utility vehicle to MFC1L. Okay. Well, we bought the things. We've done the things. I'm going to go to a real train museum, not a digital one. And that's gonna be all she wrote, everybody. Anyways, fun to get back to the valley. It's been too long. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed running a train from the cab because it feels like all I've played recently is Railroader, and maybe Century Steam. It's fine. Anyway, what was that? So it's been enjoyable to do that, do the thing, say the line, do it. Anyway. Wow, my brain is just a bowl of spaghetti today. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll catch you all next time. Do the chickens have large talons?